Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Chaos Hands book review hour. I decided to do this one just from the computer because honestly, it's a little bit easier than doing it on my camera and then exporting it. And also, the quality can be vastly different depending on what the lighting is when I'm sitting on my couch. But I just wanted to review a book that I just finished. I read like half of it today fueled by caffeine because I stupidly drank caffeine at like 7 p.m. and I was like, it'll probably be fine. It wasn't fine. I was like hyped up for a few hours. So, yeah. On to the book review. The book that we went through this time was Feet of Clay, which is another book centered around the Watch, which I am starting to absolutely love any book that involves the City Watch. This is still somewhat in the middle. I know there are earlier books. I really got to get the rest of the Watch books because I've been really enjoying seeing the adventures. And this one was absolutely fantastic because it showed more of the relationships. Like there was more of Carrot in this book than the other one. And Angua and the other characters from other Watch titles. Apparently when the Watch started, it was just Vimes and Colin and Nobby Knobs, and I really need to get that first book to see how everybody started coming together. But this book was fantastic. It also had golems in it, which I've quite enjoyed starting from Making Money, because that was the first one that I read that really had that was really golem centered, and then there were more golems in or Going Postal and then Making Money, because Going Postal came first. And this is kind of like an origin story of some events leading up to things that happen in those other books. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's how it happens is amazing. And there are some really great characters and some great character growth, and just like there's so much going on, but it all fits together. Like it's anything that involves the Watch is kind of like a mystery book. Almost like something's going on and we're trying to figure out, and you piece it together, and then at the end you get the payoff, and it's very good. Like I'm definitely going to give this one a 5 stars on Goodreads. Like I just loved it all the way through, and it just kept getting better up until the end. Like it was fantastic. Like I wasn't sure how I'd feel about more of these books that are less fantastical than, like, let's say the Witches Abroad or anything involving the wizards or death, but like it's very down to earth, and it's kind of nice seeing the dynamic between the various races and everything and how things work out. Like it's just very good. Highly recommended. I really want to read more of the books involving the Discworld City Watch, so definitely going to get on more of those. But yeah, like I said, as always, if you love Terry Pratchett, I think you will definitely love this book. Like, even if you're more onto the more magical or fantastical aspects of the books, there's a lot of good writing, a lot of good interactions. It's just very good. Like, this is probably a book I would read again. I mean, I was even like tearing up at some points and like yelling, reading it or cheering. Like, I'm usually not a loud book reader. I'm kind of loud when I watch anime, just because there's a lot of anime out there that does a lot of things, and you're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so stupid? There were plenty of times that I was laughing. I mean, I do that a lot when I'm reading these books, or just like making exclamations, but it was definitely very good. Once again, that's Feet of Clay by Terry Pratchett. Highly recommended. I definitely, like I said, want to see more of the City Watch books and see how the whole gang formed and how things happened. It's very good. Lots of character dynamics that just worked out very well. Yes, thank you once again for coming to another one of these book review hours, even if they're only like a few minutes each. I don't know, just that seems like a good name for things. Until the next time, I actually haven't picked out which book I want to read yet, but I'll pick one off the shelf and we'll get to it. So until then, thank you all for being here, and happy reading.